Good evening. It's welcome to March 19th Select Board meeting. We will start off with our national anthem. I mean,
Okay.
allegiance.
I pledge allegiance.
We'll go with something.
David, you're gonna sing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
7:03.
Oh, yes, sorry. Called to order at 7:03. I'm a rookie. Sorry. Guide me.
I thought you would have learned that.
All right. Been here long enough. Okay, approval of meeting minutes from March 12th, 2026. I was not here, but,
Did you make a motion?
You have to make a motion.
somebody has to make a motion. It ain't me this time.
No, don't we have to make a motion to go into our meeting?
No, we don't make a motion
All right.
into the meeting.
No,
I'm asking
he,
for a...
he makes a motion to
He calls to
approve
order.
last
Okay.
week's minutes.
Oh,
He entertains a motion.
Oh, okay. Dave, you got the good glasses now.
yeah, I got the good glasses.
I'm awaiting a
motion.
motion for the approval of the meeting minutes of March 12th, 2026.
I make a motion to approve of meeting minutes for March 12th, 2026.
I will second that motion.
We have a
Any
motion and a
discussion?
second. All in favor? I wasn't here, so unanimous. Okay, approval of warrants for week 12. Payroll warrant 22, $33,949.11. And the appropriations warrant number 23, $479,130.27 for a total of $513,079.38. I'll be waiting a motion.
I make a motion to approve warrants for week 12, payroll warrant number 22, and appropriations warrant number 23.
I will second that.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? No. All in favor?
That was the, school portion.
MSAD.
$384,536.16.
Okay.
Thanks for reading that separately, what the school is. Thank you.
Review of office hours. So today, during the office hours, we spoke on the code enforcement office assistant job description, went over that, and I believe we kind of preliminary all agree on it. Matt's heading over to Standish next week to meet with Tasha and the code office, the code office and the code office assistant to see if there's anything that we should add or remove from that before we get it posted. So he will enlighten us when he gets back. Also spoke about the transfer station updates, the proposal of the battery fee that,
This is a continuation of last week.
yeah, continuation from last week. The battery fee that we had discussed, we had voted to remove the $15 charge for the batteries and the $1 fee as well?
The $1
Yeah,
fee per
so-
battery, yep,
The battery fees will be removed as we go forward.
and eliminated that battery uninterruptible power supply battery update. So we eliminated that as well.
Yeah. So the $1 and the $15 charges have been removed, because the last year we paid $50 for a 5-gallon bucket for the whole year. So it's,
We want to thank
I'd
Bonnie
rather
for
see
bringing
them come
that
in
up.
for free than go into trash. And
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
So that was passed by the board as well, approved. Also, it was brought to the attention that the sticker fee for the second and third and so forth and so on, if there's many cars as you have, if you have 2 cars, 3 cars, the stickers for the remainder of this year for additional cars will be a $5 sticker fee. So, but you're gonna have to come in with your registration to show proof of,
Don't mind us.
oh, no, show proof that you do have.
You heard that?
So we all approved that as well. So moving forward for the remainder of the year, after your initial $20 sticker, you will be paying $5 per sticker per car.
And then next year?
Next year.
No fee.
Yeah, it will be going to 0 fee. What else here? Bear with me. I think that's it for the transfer station updates.
Nope.
No?
The behalf slip. Next page.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So the transfer station, the director, Emil and Jake have come up with a permit to dispose on behalf of sticker, or a permit. Basically, if a resident can't get a certain piece, a bed or something, to the transfer station, a family member or another person can come here, get this permit, and it will be issued to them for them to use their vehicle to take the bed frame, bed, demo, whatever it may be, and it's a one-time use permit. It will be based off the sticker number of the resident that resides here. So we have a few residents that can't get the big stuff to the transfer station, so this just alleviates them, and also we still can track it. We just don't have people coming in from other towns. So I think it's a great idea. We all agreed on it, and that'll be starting very shortly.
As long as you approve it?
Yep.
Can you say where you get one of those?
You're gonna be coming to town hall here. So the ladies out front, yes, will be the issuance of it. That way we can track them. They will be numbered. That way you can't just take them home and photocopy them, you know. It'll
The
be-
tracking system will
it
have
just-
to be finalized.
Yeah, it's gonna be paid attention to, so.
Can I recommend that you make that motion right now, because you made the motion in office hours
Yep,
for the
no,
other
I,
things?
so I'll make the motion that we accept and utilize the permit of disposal on behalf of the sticker holder permit that was designed by Emil and Jake.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second. Any more discussion? No?
I think so.
If not, all in favor? Good. So that's, we'll have these done tomorrow? I'm just kidding.
He's off tomorrow, so
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Monday.
Yeah, you can look for these probably beginning of the week. If not, at least by next meeting, we should be announcing it, so. Updates on 311 module for the town website. I'm out of the loop on this.
Yeah. Do you want me to just speak about that real
Yes,
quick?
if you
Yeah.
would. 'Cause
So, that should be up and running by next week, probably the middle to end of next week. The department heads and I have worked together to identify what issues, people can report on. So people go to the website, click on 311, and then they can choose whatever issue it is they want to report on. So we're gonna tweak everything, finalize it Monday, Tuesday, and should be live by the middle of the week, if not by the end of the week.
Yeah, the layout looks very, very simplified. Are these the modules you're going with?
Those are the issues that we're gonna start with, and if,
So you're gonna have abandoned cars, Blake Field concerns, debris in the right-of-way concerns, potholes, streetlight concerns, animal control concerns, code violation concerns, Moimo Deo concerns, and signage concerns. That's the initial modules on here, so.
yeah, so when a resident clicks that and fills it out, that'll get emailed directly to either the code enforcement officer, fire chief, DPW director, or rec director.
Yeah, so that should be pretty slick
Yeah.
to follow, so that'll be
Now-
great.
And that's included in the meeting minutes, that,
Is there possible that we have like a general that doesn't collect all these particular?
we could,
Is there
So
room for
something
one
might
more?
not be
oh
able
yeah,
to
we
just a
can
general.
add,
okay.
many more, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right.
And these are going to be available on the town website?
Yep, you just click 311, and then it'll bring up to this template, then you click your concern, and then you report it.
All right, and this is part of what we paid for at town meeting?
Town meeting
Along with
approved.
the agenda and
Yep,
the
the
reporting
town
and
agenda and.
Agenda and
the town
311.
meetings, all the reports that
Yep.
they can read. All right.
Good.
That was the other question too. Will these be available for others to read that are not the originators?
That's a question. Thank you.
Because a lot of
No.
people want to know what's going on.
No.
Okay, so it just goes to the particular
Goes
person.
to the
Okay.
department head, and then they respond. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I can see all of the activity, so I can see if things are outstanding. Yeah,
Somebody hasn't
or have been
responded
resolved,
there.
yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably see any resolution to questions in their department head
Reports?
Yeah,
reports for the
Reports.
following week.
That would make sense.
That way we could at least let the
close the loop.
townspeople know, yep, the things that they reported on were.
Yeah, so if they're watching or they come here, they can
Yeah.
see that the.
Yeah, certainly the person who reported it, they'll know,
Yeah,
you know.
but they'll see that we're responding to it as well.
But we could do some sort of report too, just like each month, you know, there were 10 people that reported potholes, you know, 3 people reported animal concerns. I could compile data on that.
Okay.
Sure.
Excellent. Anything else on that?
Nope.
No? Good. Planning board chair, came in, I didn't get that paper either. Joyce came in to speak to us on the new housing legislation ordinance amendments. We're looking to have SMPDC, Jamel, take care of all of the outstanding ordinances that need to be researched, updated into, it all stems from the new state statutes with the LD 1829, 1997, 427, and 1655. We have to be compliant with the state of Maine by 2027. It's just a long process of, we have to go through the ordinance changes. When that happens, the planning board changes and writes them. Then it goes to public hearing, and then the board, we get them. Then we have to go to public hearing. If anything's changed, it's gotta go back to the planning. So it's a long process. So this company is coming in and is gonna basically take the back and forth right out of it and get us right to where we need to be so we can get it on is it the November? Is that what
She's hoping for
June?
town meeting.
Town meeting of
I
next year.
thought she wanted town meeting next year.
Town meeting of next year, so, it's a fee incurred with it, but she's knocked it way back and done a lot of cutting, so, going forward, I think it's just it's a well-needed update for the town, although we have to mandate it anyway, so.
Yeah, it has to happen, so.
Sorry.
Did you say the words instead of the Southern Maine Planning, I think SM,
Southern Maine Planning and Development Commission,
thank you.
land use ordinances and all of those things that we have to be in compliance with the state
Thank you. I'm
So-
glad that's,
by July of 2027.
7.
2027's the deadline
So-
for us, so.
thank you.
June 2027.
June, okay, thank you.
said July.
I wrote June.
Okay. Department head updates, concerns? I don't believe
I don't
we
think
had
any,
any updates or concerns from,
Not during office hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
chief
The
spoke
fire
about,
chief spoke about. yeah.
about the transfer station, but we covered that, so.
residents coming in. We did speak with a resident on tax issues. And,
ATVs.
but,
Tax
ATV.
issue and ATVs.
yes, we did have another resident come in about the ATV usage of the road uses out here.
from trailhead to trailhead, is that,
Yep.
is that the issue?
Yep, yeah. doing some-
Axelson Road and Boothby Road.
Yeah, so I'll be contacting the ATV club and we'll be seeing where that goes. What else we had? We also had, Carissa, is it Carissa? Come in and
Callista.
spoke with you?
Callista.
Callista, come in and spoke
Cross.
to you about bridges.
Bridges.
What does that mean?
Miss Cross is trying to get the bridges named and signs put up. Unfortunately, our East Limington Bridge was never voted in by the legislature of the state, even though the website says East Limington. So we tried to get it on their docket there for them to officially name the bridge, and they declined. So they pushed it back to the town for us to buy signs and put up, and we declined. So,
Yeah.
yep. You're welcome.
Department reports.
My new wingman over there is going to do them. I did them last week, and we know how that went.
Oh, yeah. I get to watch from home.
Okay. Let me, Okay. Limington Department of Public Works, weekly update for week ending March 14th, 2026. The road crew, they washed all the trucks after the storms. They started spring cleanup of DPW yard. They plowed and treated roads, and they assisted the mechanic with truck work. Fleet maintenance, he worked on truck 2 for a fuel issue, repaired an exhaust bracket on truck 4, and replaced front brakes on the wrecked truck. Buildings and ground, cleaned the municipal complex meeting room from town meeting, assisted with picking up the fire department bus at Bonnie Eagle Bus Garage. Worked on quotes for lawnmower and tractor as approved at the town meeting. Started researching trailer options for the transfer station as approved at town meeting. Contacted Spectrum for phone work at the Old Town Hall. Contacted Empire and scheduled floor work for the Old Town Hall. Moved the phone system from Momodeo to the Old Town Hall. Cleaned the wreck truck trying to remove brake dust after brake repairs, and took to the body shop for advice on getting the particles out of the paint. Set up temperature monitors at Coventry Station, Davis Memorial Library, and the Old Town Hall basement. Covered a plow route during the snowstorm and plowed and treated parking lots and walkways. And the director, Monday morning, met with the crew, did the payroll, Department of Public Works, and the transfer station, logged parts and fuel slips, submitted to the town manager's office, drafted and sent weekly report for Department of Public Works, transfer station weekly numbers report, drafted and updated timesheets for all employees with updated pay rates, met with the foreman about new truck research for the purchase as approved at the town meeting, retrieved and disposed of 2 dumped couches on Milturn Road and spoke to the game warden, checked Milturn and River Roads later in the week for further illegal dumping, drafted a proposal for further changes at transfer station and presented to town manager and board of selectmen. Communicated with rep at HP Fairfield about new truck spec. And special note, the department worked a combined 244.75 hours this week. And we have our transfer station numbers submitted, and the total number of transfer station users and total recyclers continue to be a really great number to work with here. 93.5% of people who come to the transfer station also have recycling with them. So maybe a
Yeah.
good time to just reach out and, talk again about recycling and things that we're looking into right now as a board to help enhance the recycling numbers.
Yeah.
So, got a survey that I'm working on to leave with the attendants, to give to the people who actually come and recycle, to help guide us in improving that and for ideas. So I haven't got that done yet, but I'm working on that. And I noticed this week, I don't know where I got it from. I think I got it from MMA website, but it's on the main DEP website that there are grants available for helping with recycle. And I've been talking with Steve Kelly and really looking for ways to incorporate food waste,
Yes.
and perhaps making a place down there at the transfer station to put all this and making a compost pile. So that's just an idea. We welcome yours.
Well, with the survey you give out, you can see how much interest, you can gauge it,
Yes,
how much interest would be and whether to pursue it, or not, so.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. That was great.
Next is the code enforcement report for week March 6th through the 17th. Building permits, 1, electrical, 1, plumbing, 1, gravel pits, 3, for a total of 6 permits within this timeframe. Fees for those 6 permits, $1,682.20. Year-to-date, 30 permits. Year-to-date fees incurred, $6,119.82. And the inspector went on 8 inspections during the last 2 weeks. Weekly fire and EMS report for week ending March 7th. That was last week's, I think.
Did I do it wrong again?
Yes, I'm not.
Typo.
I'm sorry, I should have looked at that email before I said something, but we'll skip that. And Town of Limington Parks and Rec Department. Current weekly programs before and after school childcare. The Coffee Social Wednesdays at the Old Town Hall from 9:30 to 11:30. Open registration. Register online at limingtonrec.com. Summer camp registration for Limington residents is open. Camp will start on Monday, July 6th, and runs for 6 weeks until Friday, August 14th. Registration fees for residents, $950 for all 6 weeks, or $1,150 with extended care option. Registration for individual weeks will open Friday, March 20th. Spring T-ball for children 3 to 5 years old, starting Saturday, April 25th. The registration is $50 per child. Spring track and field for children in pre-K up to 5th grade, starting Monday, April 27th. Practices will be Monday and Fridays at HB Emery from 3 to 4, and the registration fee is $55. Line dancing with Denise. We have a beginner line dancing class at the Old Town Hall, starting this Friday, tomorrow, the 20th, at 10 a.m. This will be an ongoing class every Friday, and other times may be added in the future. It's a $10 drop-in for the class. No registration needed beforehand. Sign in when you arrive. Spring rugby for children in K through 12 grade is open. Join the Tri-County Highlanders team, learn a new sport, and play other teams from throughout Maine and the rest of New England. And for other, the department is hiring for the summer. Open positions include summer camp counselor and beachfront positions. Job descriptions and applications are available on our website. You want to grab those while the grabbing is good. And the youth programming. Registration is open for our youth field hockey clinic for girls K through 6th grade this week. We have 2 introductory rugby clinics planned for April 12th and April 19th at Blake Memorial Field. And we'll be having an Easter egg hunt on Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. at Blake Memorial Field. Youth flag football registration is opening this week for 3rd through 6th grade. Registration for girls softball clinic opens this week. And we will be having a youth open gym night for basketball starting next week on Tuesdays from 5:30 to 7 and running through at least the month of April before spring sports starts. I take it that's extending the basketball a little bit for the,
Yep,
oh, wonderful, yay. Keep those kids involved until the next sport starts.
exactly.
And for adults, not just for the kids here, folks.
Yep.
Information and registration for a spring adult softball league opening this week. We'll be playing teams from Standish and Hollis and possibly teams from Unum in Westbrook. Phew, to continue on.
You didn't bring a water, did you?
I know, I didn't. This past Friday was a Limington Parks and Rec Community Night at the Maine Celtics in Portland. 130 people from our community attended for a great night out at the basketball game. Big thanks to Jamie Worden for putting this all together for us. Kiddos from our rec basketball teams got to stand with the Maine Celtic players for the national anthem.
That's pretty cool.
Line the tunnel as the teams entered the court, and got to stand along the sidelines, thanks to everyone that came out to join us. That is just incredible for these kids
Yeah.
to have that experience. So this is good stuff all the way around. Our basketball teams also ended their season with a foul shooting shoot-a-thon, taking in pledges for every foul shot made. We are still collecting, but at this point, the 25 players that participated have raised $2,500 for the basketball program
Wow.
so far. This money will support teams in the future with attending tournaments, buying uniforms, and expanding our program. The Old Town Hall will be closed next week for at least Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly Thursday, as new flooring is installed throughout the entire first floor. Respectfully submitted, Madison Moody, Parks and Rec. That is,
Last week's was long too.
well, remember, we used to say, when this started getting lengthy for everything that's going on in Limington, like Samantha York on Channel 6, if you can't find something fun to do in Limington, it's your own darn fault.
And I do believe we were talking a little bit earlier, you're in the process of setting up with Madison. And
Yeah, I was
Ray.
gonna mention that in my, yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll let
Yeah.
you go. So
But
that
before that though, you guys need to reorganize. You gotta take a vote on that.
Yes, we didn't take a vote. As everybody can see, we have Mr. Jason sitting in the middle here. I am stepping down as the chair because it is tradition in Limington
Great.
for us to rotate chairman every year. I had a great year. Thank you
Yes,
very much. And
thank
I am
you.
going to make a motion that we nominate Jason Webster as our new chair.
I will second your motion.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. All in favor? Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Sir Chairman.
And thank you for,
A great year.
yeah, a great year. It's gonna be hard to keep up here. I stumble a lot, so
Yeah.
bear with me.
Don't you worry about it. You'll
As
get right
proven
in.
so far.
It'll get funnier as we go. trust me. So we're on the town manager weekly
Okay,
updates.
all right. Payroll and accounts payable were finished on time. The auditors were here Tuesday and Wednesday working on the 24 and 25 audits. I worked with Town Cloud to prepare for the launch of the 311 system on the town website. Now that the Code Enforcement Office Assistant job description has been finalized, I will begin advertising next week. The CEO and I will be visiting the Standish Code Office on Monday to see how their office operates. Jim Kelly, representing the York County Soil and Conservation Commission, and I are meeting next week to talk about next steps for the Community Resilience Grant. I attended Cards and Coffee yesterday and talked to Madison about organizing a bus trip to the EcoMaine facility on a Wednesday in May or June. And I encourage residents who have ideas about website upgrades to email me or stop by my office. Because certainly at town meeting, there were people that had suggestions, so email me or stop by.
And your hours are listed on the website?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Because I know you've got some
Back to
modifications.
normal next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're off
I'll have
tomorrow.
yeah.
You've
for
got
next-
some PTO.
Yeah, next
Yep.
week, and next Friday, I'm taking a vacation day.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's all on
But
the
Monday
website.
through Thursday is back to normal. Yep, it's all on the website.
Excellent. Thank you, Matt. Old and new business? I think we've,
So, if I could just say something.
oh, yes, old business.
Not necessarily old business, but new business. We were requested by the clerks to bring up the Limington Emergency Medical Center services. The subscriptions are out, so you should see them in the mail. Get them filled out. You can bring them in, mail them in, get them back to the town hall before April 1st, I believe. Begins April 1st, 2026. And your current subscription will end March 31st. No, this one will end March 31st, 2027. So you have until the end of the month to get these in for the new ones start.
Could you clarify that that has to do with the ambulance?
Say again?
I'm sorry to talk out of the microphone, but the
It's for the ambulance
people
subscription.
hearing this and
Yep.
they
Yep.
subscription, they may not know.
Yeah, so it's for the ambulance subscription. So how it works is if you are going by ambulance, typically the billing company will send it to your insurance company. Whatever the insurance company doesn't cover, the subscription is supposed to pick it up, so.
And it's
Yeah.
very, very inexpensive.
It's very inexpensive. I pay $60 for my household because I have 3 individuals, not family members, but it is broken down. I do know that it comes with a letter breaking it down for seniors,
It's all right
individual
there on the
families.
back, I believe.
No, inside there's another
Is it-
letter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They sent another letter explaining some things because they were finding that seniors were paying the individual price when they actually pay $7 instead of 20 as a senior, so.
So, yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a very wise investment.
It's a deal.
It's an
Yeah.
investment.
We
You may
encourage
use it,
everybody.
you may not use it, but when you need it, it's there.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
exactly.
you could save hundreds of dollars because
Yeah.
the insurance company does not cover.
they don't cover everything, so,
They don't cover ambulance.
yeah.
One ride.
And if you're the VA, they don't cover the ambulance at all, so I had to pay for my ambulance, but. The other thing I just want to bring up too is, the Limington Fire and EMS Department has a junior program.
Yes.
And we were
Yes.
lucky to have one of our very own juniors, Adam O'Brien, went to the Firefighter Skills USA up in Bangor this past weekend, right? He showed off his skills that he learned at the Sanford, let me make sure I get this right. Sanford Regional Technical Center, where he's going to school to be a firefighter 1 and 2, taking his course, which once he's done, he'll test out, and once he's 18, he can be a firefighter 1 and 2. We're very congratulations to him because he came out as first place, gold medalist.
Gold medal,
Nice.
yeah.
Out of the 2 that
was
went
cool.
there, right? So, yeah, he came home with the gold. He has now been invited to nationals, which I believe is in Georgia. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
so congratulations to Adam. He's a very bright light for fire and rescue.
Well,
So,
thanks to our
yeah.
fire and rescue
Yeah.
service to take him on board and
Yeah.
really, they do well with the juniors here. So
Yeah.
it's good to see.
Yeah, we
That's
have,
the next level of firefighting for us.
yeah, because when we get old,
When we age out.
when we
so.
age out. So, yeah, we have 2 juniors that I believe are still active here. But Adam's really active. He's here all the time. He gets involved, does a lot of training here at the station. He has 2, I would say, leadership roles here. Not him personally, but he has 2 leaders here that help him through his stuff. Lieutenant Rule and Cody Webster. So, yeah.
It was good to see him at the,
Yeah, I was
The
watching
ice
the video
rescue.
just right here.
yeah, they had him, pictures of the ice rescue training. He
Yep.
was there helping as well. It was good. And I did watch the other video. He was just, was that the skills? The whole video?
The whole
skills
video's
video?
of skills, yep.
Yeah, that was his, bit for an obstacle course.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
obstacle course. It was pretty cool to watch. I watched the whole thing and
Yeah.
Where do you see the video?
So if you
it's-
can go on Facebook, it's on the Limington Fire EMS Facebook page.
Yep, sorry, Limington Fire and EMS page, and then you'll see the link.
Yeah.
It's got a picture of, I think it says his name and everything right there.
Yep.
So, it's a pretty cool video to watch. There's a lot of obstacles he's gotta go through, climb through, drag, drag babies. I mean, it's,
Babies.
he had a baby inside the, yeah, well,
They didn't drag the
well, he
baby.
carried the baby, sorry.
You had to find Susan.
Well, I said it wrong, but, sorry,
Drag babies.
sorry. But anyways,
The only other new thing I wanted to bring up, which I was trying to find out the specific day it was on, because it wasn't in here and here. I just wanted to address the thing that was in the news recently about the grenade that was out on road number 1, which we all call Momodeo Road. I know it was done after last Thursday, so we weren't informed of the situation until the fire department was called concerning a potential device that was on the side of a road. Just so everybody knows, the fire department was called by the Maine State Police. We were informed to cone off the roads, North Road and Momodeo Road, and then we were asked to leave. So we did stage here at the fire station in the event that something did happen. State Police were called, they came in, and then the bomb squad was called. So as far as we know, because they didn't follow up with us,
right.
it's under their investigation, their area. But as far as we know, based on the news and what was on the web, what's on the social medias, that it was detonated. I think they determined that they couldn't tell if it was live.
They use a
But,
detonation to detonate it. So the big
Yeah.
boom everybody heard very well could have been just the detonation itself and not the actual, it could have been a fake grenade but they couldn't decipher, so
Yeah.
they used a detonation to detonate it. So it was a pretty loud boom.
It was impressive.
I live off of Wheeler Lane and I heard it and you're a lot closer, so.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring up those 3 things as new.
Yep.
So I know we received a letter from a citizen through Parks and Rec. I think it was Parks and Rec, yep. So we were looking over the letter today, trying to figure out how we can address some of the concerns and requested actions from the town going out, moving forward, so. But those are the new businesses.
Okay. New business, old business? Nothing?
I don't have any.
Public comment?
Okay, it's open to public comment. Just need to step up there, speak your name,
Next.
address, social security number? No.
All right, Jamie Warden,
Warden.
Warden, 15 Warden's Way. So I wanted to touch subject on the explosive that was found. Originally, it was found by a young child. Their parents had suggested that they not go near it because they figured it was just trash and left it, and to leave it be. This is a very scary and concerning thing in our town, especially for myself, Madison, our rec parents. We run summer camp down there. We travel this road every single day, multiple times a day. They had followed up with, the Pitts did follow up with the police department, and there's no further investigation with this. My request is to have the beach and our facilities down there searched, whether we can either get a dog to come in to sniff to make sure there's no more down there, whether we rally the community together, whether the fire department can go down and do a walk. We need to bring ease to our parents, our staff, that everything is clear before we run program. And we've got 100 kids down there, and that's just the rec program. We are maxed out a lot of days at the beach. If a car, a four-wheeler, had just gone off the side of the road and hit that, and it was, real, or the little girl that found it touched it, it could have been a very different story. But it's devastating to me as a parent, a citizen here, and the assistant rec director that nothing further action has been taken. It is a serious matter. So I guess I'm asking, what can we do for our community, for the children in this community, to give ease, a peace of mind that it's summer camp's gonna be okay. We can keep going on day to day, but we just need to know that there's no more. Like, you've seen all the needles down there, the drugs that are on the side of the road that they found down there that day. I mean, they come down to the beach as well. They go and park in the big parking lots out there. They do all kinds of things. We've seen it all. But this is serious, and we need something so we can come forward and give everybody a peace of mind.
Yes, we actually were discussing this earlier with the fire chief and just talking about different community action groups, stuff that goes on, the VIP group in Standish, the cops, the community and policing. We got to come up with an idea or take in ideas on what can happen. How can we police, not so much police, but try to get the community involved to just pay attention. We know the beach obviously is going to concern, and that's going to get cleaned up. It always gets a big spring cleaning anyways before anybody goes down there. We're obviously going to be a lot more, what do you want to call it, on alert per se.
Vigilant.
Yeah. I was never aware of the amount of paraphernalia stuff that's down that road, but, we also, discussing with Emil, brought up, he has a tendency, or you and Emil used to literally jump in the police vehicles here in the units and go ride around, just to get the presence out there, and that may not be a bad idea as we go forward, but trying to come up, maybe even get a community action group together for people that get involved to try to alleviate some of this. I mean, I think the state police, I've discussed and had conversations with them on a number of occasions. They're doing as much as they can in cracking down on a lot of the drug issues in the town, and I think they're doing a great job. I really do. Is there more problems? I agree. What the answers are, I'm all ears. And I think it's going to take a lot more than just us, the board here. I think we're going to have to really put a lot of minds together to figure it out and move forward. And anybody in the community that's wanting to jump on board with that we literally were just discussing this, I think looking into other communities, what they do, but we also need to spearhead and do something to help our group as well. And I know probably you and Madison, if you've got ideas, I'm sure compiled with us and whoever we can, fire and EMS, however many people we can get involved. Mm-hmm. I think we're on board with backing that.
Yep.
I speak for myself, but I think the board, we all agreed that we're here to back it, absolutely.
Yep.
It's not a lot
Well, and I
better.
thank you for that.
I
but
just
is-
wanted to make a real quick comment.
Yeah.
So, as much as I am on board with safety and stuff, I don't think sending our fire department or citizens down to a beach that you think might be contaminated with something, because we're not ordinance people. We could easily walk on something and blow ourselves up. I think going towards the state police maybe and speaking to their shift supervisors, maybe they can bring the dogs down, do a clean sweep of the beach at the beginning of the season. Once it's clear, we can get down there. But I'm not sure about having general citizens going down there and like sweeping the beach.
Right, I mean,
So-
well, we usually have a cleanup day,
Yeah.
and, you know.
Right, but we
Because
have
most people-
children that also participate in that as well.
Yeah,
So,
have them there prior to do it,
Yeah.
just
Right.
sweep before we all start gun
so is
hoeing.
that something you guys would reach out to find out?
I don't,
I don't see why we couldn't, I mean, we can speak with the chief about reaching out with the
Yeah.
RCC, but, and see if they, the Regional Communication Center up in Augusta.
yeah, to see if.
We would just have to work out with them about a dog, the
Right.
time, when the beach is open. Is it still snow down there? Do we know if people have gotten that far down, you know? I just don't want people going down there that don't know what they're looking for.
Right.
I know we do beach cleanups and stuff, but before this incident, it was never really a thought, really.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
right.
It was just needles and drugs and stuff like that, so,
I think are almost as concerning.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
To be honest.
Yeah.
Wait a sec, they should repeat what you're saying, because we can't.
yeah, no, she was
Yeah,
saying
the
that the
needles.
needles are a big concern.
It is
I
a
agree.
concern, so
Yeah.
how do we police
A lot of.
Yeah.
our citizens? I've been discussing it, and it was a running joke for a while about having our own police department, but that will come at a cost. So,
It's what we need again.
yeah.
unfortunately.
So, we did have a deputy for a year, cost us $100,000 for one deputy, and that was only for 40 hours a week.
That's right,
So,
not the whole end.
yeah. So,
You get a couple of.
I mean, I've been
full-time
joking around with the chair over in Limerick about sharing a police department, but we would really have to do some investigative work on what it really costs to run a police department. So, and does the citizens want a police department? And maybe we could start off small. They kind of fit in with the state police,
Yeah.
but
It's avenues.
they're ideas, and I've been thinking about them for a while. But because we can do other things, because we do have other complaints about speeding and the ATVs and the sleds, and you know,
We would keep them busy.
we would keep them busy.
Yeah.
But
All right, so David, you will follow up with.
yeah, I'll follow up with the chief.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then will we get an answer
Yeah, I'll
of
let
some
you know.
sort?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then I know there were other concerns in here from the letter and stuff, which I think we'll talk about. But
Yes, and was that, Matt, you were going to post that online? Did that get posted?
the letter?
Yes.
Yeah.
He mentioned to Madison he'd post
I
it.
believe that's, if it's not posted yet, it will be posted by the time the
This
meeting.
packet.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I know there was other things about monitoring, structuring stuff. Like, we probably don't have, I know we probably have like an EMA plan, emergency medical action plans for like storms and flooding and stuff like that. I'm not sure if we have something for terrorism, right? It might fit under EMA for the county, so something we would need to follow up and see if we have stuff in place for that. As far as like sharing with the public, we didn't know till after Thursday. So, and then most of it started coming up on social media. So the most we can do is just continue posting it back onto social media, which I did on all the platforms, just reposting what the news was putting out, so.
You didn't know what until after Thursday?
Well, you guys got the call that night when they found it.
I did not.
I wasn't at it.
Yeah.
I wasn't here.
I was in another fire department, so,
It
Yeah.
was Sunday.
yeah,
Sunday.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
so,
Well, it just, you had read how you guys had to do the cones, so.
correct,
And they were set.
because it was posted on Facebook.
It was Monday.
It was Monday.
Monday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Monday night, right.
Yeah,
Brandon did the
yeah,
We should have people.
'Cause
on
they
the
were on
microphone.
standby,
Please have
Limington.
people on
Yeah.
microphones for this
maybe,
conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
so,
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Okay.
people-
But-
People at home can't hear you, that's
Yeah.
all.
That's-
yeah. So
So-
we're gonna go through the requested actions, see if we have it in place, how can we push it to make sure it's getting done? If it's not in place, if it's at no cost to the citizens, maybe get it in place, so. But if we're gonna be policing, I think we're gonna have to incur a cost on that, so. And we'll just have to see how well everybody wants to
Yep.
really pay for it. So,
Absolutely.
but I will follow up with the chief, maybe even write the RCC myself, about getting a dog. Cause I'm not even sure if the beach is walkable right now, is it? I mean, can we get a dog through?
So,
yeah.
I mean,
Or do we,
my thought process too, if there is snow and if it was on top of snow, it's easier to be
Yeah.
seen. But the kids, so we utilize the beach and through the woods. So the kids are playing through the woods all summer as well.
Yeah.
So that whole property
so I think we
really-
need to figure out from the rec department when the beach is gonna open, so we can get there before, how far out we need to go. So,
Yeah, to find out when they're gonna
and then
have the
see
cleanup
if we can get
days.
the state
And then
police
arrange
here.
with the
Yeah,
PD to get there before the cleanup day,
yeah,
or during the beginning of the cleanup day. That way
Yeah.
they can do, or the day before, do a full scout, so,
yeah.
Yeah.
we'll see. Yeah, you'll be able to reach out to them and see if that's available.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. Anybody else for public comment, concerns, questions?
All right, you want to go ahead?
Ben?
Yeah, Ben?
Tim Bickford, Evergreen Circle, Limington. I guess we're all Limington. So the CEO assistant position, is that a full-time position?
Part-time.
14
Part-time.
hours.
14 hours,
Yeah.
okay. And I've said it before, and we use Standish as a comparison for a lot of things.
It's just a starting point. We're going out
Yeah,
there to see how
I
they do
just,
things.
their municipal spending, they're increasing over 30% next year, a $10 million raise up to 27 million. We don't even come close to that in this town for income, so I get,
we're just
it's a
looking at
decent town.
Processes, how they do things, you know, we're gonna start scanning things and putting them online, so we're reaching out to different communities.
Okay,
It's the digital side of it where we've got.
yeah, and so is Craig unable to do that in his scheduling?
Well,
Or-
half the time with Craig is a lot of him going out, like he's coming into busy time, people, foundation inspections, footing inspections. So when these inspections happen, he's gotta go, and it's
Right.
within usually 12 to 24 hours. So as he starts going out, we get more complaints, people come in to see the code officer and there's nobody there. So she is number one, a face, or he would be a face in the place, but at the same time, being able to data entry. Because as things move forward in the town, we're gonna start going digital on stuff.
Yep.
So that's what, 14 hours a week is more or less a face when he's not here, and help with loading.
The
You know.
14 hours, I didn't know what the position was when I heard it. Sorry, I've been out of town, I
Yeah.
missed the town meeting. I do recall though, I know, the last town, year before, the CEO's office said that they would have everything updated online, and that didn't happen that time, and we paid for that. I don't know.
Well, she had started entering, Judy was
Yes,
the previous,
yes.
she had started entering.
And that was
as-
interrupted, or,
Yeah, well, she left. She went to Standish.
yep.
So she now works in the Standish. So,
Okay,
okay, so,
yeah,
but yes, a lot of, with this is with the reevaluation coming too,
Yep.
working with O'Donnell's, it's hopefully to work, it's gonna take some time.
yeah,
You walk in there and there's filing cabinet after filing cabinet of just paper files.
Yep.
And I don't think we'll ever fully get away from that, but we need to get to the point where if you wanted to have a permit, you should be able to apply and pull up and check stuff online. At some day in this town, we're working towards that. And it's many steps, because we're trying to do it at 14 hours a week rather than hiring somebody to come in and just blast it out.
no,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, I'm just curious to what the
Yeah, Judy
position and
left, that
style.
was the big
Yep.
winger in the last
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
As you know, I'm very keen on the municipal growth in the town paralleling the population and town growth and income growth. So anytime I see a new position, I get a little leery. That's
But
all.
with that being said, I think we eliminated how many?
Well, we eliminated one.
One
but
full-
some of
One
them are
full-time
going-
position with benefits.
with benefits.
Yep.
And we're replacing it with,
A
he's
part-time.
done some restructuring.
Yeah, I mean, this
moving-
position was in last year's budget.
Yeah,
So
the only
this-
difference is
yeah.
to cut it too.
And we actually reduced it.
No, I understand it's in the
Yeah.
budget,
Yeah.
and then it has
Yeah.
been, I just didn't know that, 5 years ago, we had a part-time, 2-day-a-week CEO, and now we've gone to full-time plus now an assistant, that's all. I didn't know the town was growing, there's that much more paperwork involved for
Well, there's
that
a lot of
position.
code enforcement issues right now that we're dealing with too, and he's very, very busy with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
There's a lot of violations that,
We're in court
Yeah.
for 3 right now.
I mentioned at town meeting, I don't know if you watched it, but it was.
I did watch,
the-
it was-
Yeah,
yeah.
the lawless Limington is kind of, a lot of people complain, and in the past, it's been, whatever.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, moving forward, we got a code officer that does his job and a board that's gonna back him. And we want to, the people made ordinances for a reason.
Yep.
And we gotta follow them. So, moving forward, that's a lot of it too, so we anticipate him being pretty busy.
okay. And a quick comment on the events from the other night. Unfortunately, we'll never know what the device was. So I think we should take caution on, I mean, I don't want to use this word hysteria, but the police couldn't identify, in my understanding, what it was, and they, out of abundance of caution, they decided to do what they did, unfortunately, so we'll never know.
Right. Yeah, the
so-
loud boom, what I was under the impression of was the actual detonation of the
I thought it was the
detonator.
meteor.
What's that?
The meteor that was re-entering.
Yeah, I did hear that too.
But, yeah,
Yeah, no, I've heard so many different things, and,
The
It was
thing would
loud.
be to be vigilant in this time, right?
Yes, I
there are
agree
things
with the
going on
vigilant,
outside
100%,
our
yep.
control. It's probably not necessarily Momodeo, Road 1.
right,
It could be Blake Memorial. It
Yep.
could be any of the roads in Limington.
Yeah.
So I would just be vigilant of your surroundings.
right.
And if
Report
anybody
what you
sees
find.
anything-
Yeah, don't
Exactly,
touch it.
see something, say something,
don't just walk by it and, because from what I gathered, they just walked by and said, don't touch it, and it was actually a different person that saw it and then called it in. So I guess
Yeah, I
going
don't-
forward, anybody, you see anything odd, needles, it doesn't matter. It
Yeah.
really should, it should be brought to our attention because it should be cleaned up.
Oh, agreed, 100%.
Yeah.
And if anything out of this, people are gonna be a lot more apt to
Right,
look around and see what's going on.
yep, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thanks, Tim.
Yep.
Thanks, Tim.
Anybody?
Bonnie? I do have another question too about Momodeo, so but we'll
Bonnie's
come
up.
back to it.
Oops.
No, it's good.
Go
No,
ahead.
we're just holding him off. It's your turn.
Things are
Bonnie.
popping in my head.
Bonnie, Lord Laughlin, Cape Road. The Old Town Hall and its new floor next week, I think, made me wonder about some aspects of the Old Town Hall. And I've missed some of these conversations, but I just wanted to hear from you all the status of the Old Town Hall now as a building and as the cornerstone building in the Limington Historic District, which is a significant significant place for us, for the town's older buildings to be, to have the registration with the National Register of a Historic District does not happen to every town. And we have a village that has this distinction. So the Old Town Hall is really the cornerstone building in the Historic District. And over some years, I think you all have been apprised of the effort that's gone on with various town committees to do what they can to preserve the building and enhance the building, and also have it used for good things like it is now. So I'm one of those people who really goes on two tracks with the Old Town Hall. I love that it's being used now. I have lots of great feelings about the rec department. And I don't think that has to take away from my curiosity and my interest in what is the status of the building with its historic designation and the fact that it's on the National Register. It's a big deal. So I just wondered, as we do things up there, is anybody, are any of you, or is there any arm of the town that we touch base with to make sure that when we're going to replace the floors, how they're being done? Or when we're going to take down that, the center stage part there that was taken down, how that can fit in with, you know, if there are choices where we can continue to keep its historic significance significant, that's what I'm curious about. And there have been a lot of people involved in this over many years, as I think you know.
We've reached out to other people, Bonnie, when we were going to do anything on the inside. We talked with the Historical Society, we've talked with past committee members that, on the Old Town Hall Preservation Committee. And we wanted to make sure we had their input, and we got it, you know, and we listened. We also have gone onto the state site on the Historical Register, you know, for a little bit of guidance, and there's really nothing there, per se, on the interior. The big podium that came down was, quite honestly, it took up a lot of space, and a few people had fallen on it that were up there at different events for the town, you know, for things that were going on, events going on inside. And it took away a lot of the floor space. So while we didn't take it lightly, the removal of that, okay, it still was removed. Now, the flooring, we've had a lot of people talking about, you know, trying to clean the floors. And really, all you're doing is moving dirt from the top of the wide boards to the cracks and filling the cracks with dirt. So the need for something that's easy to clean and that looks good at the same time as functional continues to make the interior functional, more functional for the people. The exterior, the second floor, we're not touching that. You know, the floors upstairs, the beautiful ceiling, the stage. That's all what makes that building. And I believe at some point they'll be used for the reasons, right, that they're built for, from time to time. But we did see that it was necessary to put in that flooring. It was approved. It was part of the budget for the rec department. So, yeah,
Well,
we certainly do consider it.
Thank you, and I'm glad to hear that you are looking at the websites and trying to understand. You know, I am not somebody who's on top of that all the time, but I have been involved here and there in it, and Sherry Beatty and many other people, Diane Hubbard, so many people.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of us have accessed some of those sites or been in touch with some of those people over the years only because we cared, like you do, and maybe aren't current now. So I'm not here to say the floors shouldn't be done, or I'm not here to say the podium shouldn't be taken away. I just want to be assured, I'd like to be assured, that there is still, in this era of people who have the ability to make the call, and there isn't anyone else involved on a committee or whatever it seems with the building.
Well, the function, you know, the function has changed, you know, from a town hall to, you know, a rec area.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there are people that, you know, they come up for the suppers and stuff, and the floor's uneven, and
That was, I was gonna say, the big thing, they've shimmed up the floors well. They're putting a base layer down and then the flooring over, because the transitions, you get walking and you get an elderly person, they can trip very easy. So it was just it was a good benefit for all the free dinners and everything else, and the cards and coffee, I think it's a great idea for.
I'm going to have to present this differently another time, because I think it's so easy to just say, hey, we've got to do this because people are tripping, and, you know, and this goes along with whole buildings, all these kinds of things, that there can be an upgrade that is better for many reasons. My big picture issue has to do with just its historic nature, the fact that it has earned and has deserved and earns a big spot in terms of a distinction that we have in our town. So I'm just interested in how we're continuing to, you know,
we're very
live in
well
both
aware
worlds
of
about
the
it.
distinction.
And/or whether we care, really, because we all remember also the conversations that have gone on with take the building down some years ago. That's not happening now, which is really great. But we've
Right.
lived through that,
No,
too.
we certainly do appreciate, Bonnie, the age of the building, the shape of the building, and the function of the building.
Well, it's served the town for, over 150 years and has a lot of history
There
that,
is.
that really people can be proud of, and it can be documented and can be another source for youngsters to have some pride and to learn about as they're learning about other things too.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you all do connect with the historic
We do
preservation
not take
people when you can.
lightly any of the changes. We want to make sure that we are very aware of the care and the time and the effort and the feelings of the people who have put
Yeah,
blood, sweat, and tears into that place.
and it's great that the building has a new life now and it's really being used. Second thing that I just wanted to talk about is my memory of town meeting and the article that we voted on and change a little bit to deal with the overhead sound system here, I think, went like this, that we were going to look for something comparable, and that was going to be a bit of a research to do that. And by comparable, I walked away with thinking that it was going to be comparable in terms of sound, in terms of dependability, not on again, off again. I really think the world of Danielle. I know she's one of the people who works this here, and I have lived through, like we all have, times when there just is no audio. But my memory of it, how it all happened, was March 7th was town meeting. And I think for March 12th, a week ago today, to have heard from one person who very diligently did some research, I guess, to find maybe another system. And there was a Sunday in between there when I don't think anybody was here working in the town. Well, people weren't in the offices working in the town. That was 3 or 4 days, and we've seemed to have come to a decision, although I don't think it was really a vote last week when I listened to the meeting, but that's another issue. I don't think we've really looked to see if there's anything comparable. When I was talking to folks that day at town meeting, I was hearing some enthusiasm for really looking to see if there was something else comparable. So had we known that it had to be up, it had to be done by Thursday, diligent Danielle did some research, I guess, but gee golly, there were legitimate other options to look at. So can those still be looked at?
We've already,
Well, the options, and we love Danielle, the options that we were given to us that day, and it was the Thursday after, was double the cost that was at town meeting.
So maybe if somebody else had had the chance to participate on 4 days later, knowing that that was the deadline, they could have come up with another offer to you all that would have had to do with much, much less, which was
Yeah.
the whole idea. We wanted to see if we could save some money.
Yeah, and the other thing I brought up that Thursday too, sorry Ben, was for Ben to bring us something that following week.
So, but did anybody else know that it was going to have to be done within 4 days?
Right.
It really wasn't.
I think, for me, the fact is, anything comparable to what was offered is literally double the money. And I understand there's other options, but the people spoke, they don't really want, they want something comparable to get into that technology. I want to get away from all the complaints and the constant, emails about, I'm getting text messages, voices out, this is not working, the voice is off, it's on, it's off. This system, I personally, and I had no vote in it, I wasn't here last week. So, and at the end of the day, the people voted to buy it. But the fact is, I've seen this myself personally, this system work in 2 other towns. And I haven't seen, and nor have I heard one bad thing about it. And the technology and what Danielle did researching it, and even the companies are like, you're talking, you want to get into something like that, your prices, I believe, they said, 20 years old? The amount, to get something comparable, you're getting something from 20 years ago.
This sounds like town meeting, but a different version of town meeting, where instead of inviting people to Indeed, know that there was going to be an effort to see if there was something comparable. It seems that the defense of just what we were offered for $14,000 or whatever it was, I can't quite remember, is being talked about, Jason. I mean, I think you're saying this is the way we really want to go. So my point is that 4 days and nobody else knew that there
A
weren't,
week, wasn't it?
It was at least a week.
Yeah, at least a week.
no, Saturday, March 7th was town meeting. And last Thursday was March 12th, when you all entertained the research project, I guess Danielle had done. That's
I wasn't
4 or
here,
5
so-
days to me.
Was it last Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
So, I don't know,
Yeah, we talked to David Blaze, we talked to people from other towns, we talked to Danielle, we heard people at town meeting, and, you know, $14,000 to allow democracy to work, to allow people to hear, it seems like a small price if you amortize it over 10 or 20 years.
That day,
Or-
there were people who had a device that looks kind of like this, that was being used for the Financial Advisory Committee, and I thought that they liked it, and I won't put anybody on the spot here, but I thought somebody here had experience with another system that was really very good. So I thought these would be considered when we were talking about comparables, and
Well, I think it'd be-
tonight I'm told that, you know, the only other choice was something that was twice as much, Bonnie, so, you know, we've got to go with this. And
I mean, if we went with the other option that was twice as much, we wouldn't be getting anything. We'd have to go back to the town. As far as I'm concerned.
And I
Oh,
personally would
yeah.
have voted
Yeah.
away from any of the wires, that's me personally. I saw that system, so my vote.
And the
right up front,
committees
I'm
are on
straight to the
board
point.
of getting rid of all the
My vote is
cables.
for that system. I was sold on the system. I've seen it in action, and me personally, I think that's the best bang for the buck.
there's no way that it's going to be installed and have any problems. There's no way that you have complete confidence that when it is in the ceiling, there's not going to be
Well,
a
there's-
snag, a tweak that we have to do, a
But
meeting
even if
that.
it is, it comes with David Blaze, and he stands behind it.
We
So-
also have them for what, 6 months after it's installed?
Yeah.
So, but you can say that about anything that we buy for the town, like
I
the
mean,
new,
that TV right there could not work. I mean, it's just,
the new plow truck
Yeah.
that we ordered right after town meeting
The new
has been
fire
ordered, new fire truck.
I
I
mean,
mean, everything could come with a what if.
That's right. So
Right.
even when we're
So-
looking for a solution, like the
Yeah.
horrible thing that happened at the beach, let's not just project that any particular solution is going to absolutely be the way.
well, that's why,
I'm saying.
yeah, no, with that, then that's why we asked the community to pool together. I mean, say when people want to get together, start a group for the grenade group. I mean, however you want to
Well-
look at it. I was elected as a town official to do the best thing I can for the town. And my honest opinion is that speaker system is the best we can get to give the people the best non-problemed issues. Because I'm the one that's usually getting the texts and the emails saying, "Gee, it was out," or Joyce's, or Donna. Goodness gracious, Donna's lit me up multiple times because she can't hear or she can't do her notes because the voice wasn't working. So this is to move forward. Could there be problems? Absolutely, Bonnie. There really could be, but that's why they stand behind it. It's a professional company. And what I heard, I wasn't here, but the other options for the same comparable, for anything close to that, is double the money. So,
I'm just in conversation with you, Jason. You know, for you to say there should be a grenade group, but on the other hand, you all are making the decision for the $14,000 for
you
this.
brought up the-
We're looking for some leadership. I think, I'll let Jamie speak for herself, but I think she came tonight very correctly and very courageously and very articulately, looking for some leadership for the town. And in some cases, I think it's very well placed that the leadership is with the people we've elected here.
absolutely.
And it may be that in other cases, I appreciate that you're saying, well, maybe we need to hear from the citizens. But
Well,
there
yeah.
might not be a a perfect solution to which one should be which. And you
Right, we
can
were
see
talking
that
about
I'm
two different
coming
things.
forward to you to say, gee, I was at town meeting, and I thought we were going to look into comparables, which really meant comparables with an S, not just one, which turned out to be twice as much. So, and I would also, myself, I don't know about the grenade situation, but I do appreciate that Jamie put her, came
No,
forward to
absolutely.
talk to the leadership of the town about that, yeah.
Yeah, and with that situation, my point was being is we, as a board, can only do so much in the side of public safety. It's not really our jurisdiction per se. I can't overstep. As a selectman, if I would have responded to the scene, they would have said, sir, leave, get out. So we can advise and talk to and try to get an information from the state police and this and that, but our hands are tied so much. That's why I said, a lot of these community action groups, that's how that stuff starts. We can't, as the board, we can't just advise the state police they have to do something, or, you see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be sarcastic, by no means. I'm just saying, with Jamie, what she said, I think I'm trying to be as much of a leader as possible by advising her, we're gonna reach out to the state police, but much beyond that there's not a lot we can do without trying to get a group together, because we're the select board. We're not fire. I'm fire. He's EMS, but we can only do so much. And that's kind of above our pay grade. Can we back anybody? I state that. And this board will back anybody trying to project with that, so.
Will you back some other people looking for a comparable with a $14,000
Yeah, we
expenditure?
backed Danielle, and that's what she did, and we took her excellent work, and, I didn't see anybody else step forward with any, myself personally. Did anybody else come in?
No.
With any, no?
I was gonna address that tonight.
Yeah, so,
But it was on the warrant this week, and they voted to move forward and pay the vendor, so it is in motion.
When was the motion made?
They voted on the warrant tonight. It's included in the warrant,
The warrant for tonight?
the AP warrant, the accounts payable warrant.
For tonight?
For
AP
tonight.
warrant number 23.
And the only other thing I'd like to just share is the 311 that we're going to be having. I am very interested in that, and I appreciate that it seems to be another way to hear from people. And Matt made the wonderful statement at town meeting that, I'm paraphrasing a little, but you can't have too many eyes on the budget. I thought that was wonderful. And I guess I'm appreciating that you're also giving many different ways to hear from people. Because I'm impressed, Jason, that you say, I hear from this person, I hear from that person. That's good. Yes, that you're accessible for people?
I
Even in
had,
Standish.
the people that came in and spoke about taxes came to my work and spoke to me, and I gave them 45 minutes of my time today as well. I have a lot of people from the town that stop in and see me, and it's hard because I don't want to tell them no. They need to see me here, but I'm also open to the townspeople. I was elected by them for them. That's the end of the story, so.
I don't know anything about that they found you at work, Jason. I don't. I just was,
Happens a lot.
It does.
I was seriously acknowledging you for taking messages from people in town.
That's
I'm
what here
innocent
to do,
about
so.
that they're finding you at home. I thought it was a good thing that they're finding you. And thank you for being available. But you might have, anyway, about work, that must be hard. About the 311, though, I guess, so it'll be good because people can go on the website and see different categories, including, as David said tonight, I think, general or
General.
maybe other,
Yeah.
whichever one that is. But will they then email, Matt, help us with this?
So this
Let me-
is-
If I
this
can
is
just finish,
posted in-
if I can just finish, I can't. Will they email the department head, or do they email you and then you send it to the?
This is included online in the meeting minutes, or the agenda tonight.
Okay.
And it tells you all the different categories you can click. And when you click it, like abandoned vehicle, that will go to a department head. and that department head will then respond to the resident.
So will any of the rest of us know these issues that go on? I'm sort of curious about that.
Well, I could probably create, because I have like a dashboard where I can keep track of all of these requests, and I could probably do like a monthly report that says like 12 people, contacted us about abandoned vehicles, 13 people reported potholes. I mean, I could do like a monthly report.
I guess I'm a little curious, standing at this lectern is not the easiest thing for some of us, and it might be easier for other people, but maybe it's becoming more and more of a invitation to not participate publicly, but to send emails.
This
the town?
allows people to, like, you're driving down the road, there's a tree, across the road, there's a pothole, you can instantly report it, and the GPS coordinates will go along with it. So the department head can see exactly, where this incident or problem is right on a map. So it's designed for a quick turnaround.
I mean, we definitely want people to come here. I'd love to see a full room every meeting. It would be great, but this is what I believe
We're making
the public,
government responsive.
yeah, the public wanted to be able to get at us easier. So instead of the folks, they see the pothole and on Tuesday, and now they're waiting until Thursday to come in and tell us, or come in, then they forget about it. At least now they can jump right on their social media.
They can upload a picture.
Yep, take a picture, send it right to him, or right to the department head. That'd probably be a pothole, go right to Public Works.
Yep.
And then Emil, the director, would automatically contact the foreman and say, hey, listen, we've got a complaint. Can we address it? And at that point in time, if we're not working, send a crew out and address it. So it's more reactive off of what the folks, all these meetings that people want to know more, so we're trying to put as much possible out there to you so you can inform us so we can have a quicker response, I think is how I,
Better response times. Yeah.
It'll be great to see how it goes.
I can't wait.
And I just want to thank the people that I've reached out to over the years about things, because I just see their email or whatever on the website and do it. I'm not, unfortunately, there haven't been too many, but that means Junior to help with a tire, Junior, Dominic, and Mark.
Chappie
Pardon me?
and Chappie.
Then Chappie, who helped with a major, wrong disposal of a tire in a wetland area, bad. They were right on it. And it also means a couple of other infringements at code enforcement. So, and I'm just, these are just things that a person would see. So it isn't as if I guess this is important. It isn't as if there hasn't been access to the town and to the departments prior to this too. And really good response from the town too. Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie. Anybody else?
Ben?
Oh, Ben.
Yes, I was going to address the thing.
Okay.
A couple of things, actually. Ben, I'm the videographer. Would like to address the fact that life gets in the way. This is a very part-time job. I have done some research on trying to find a new system. Unfortunately, it is going to cost double, almost triple the amount that Dave's offering for $14,000. It's a good package. I've had my reservations on it. The select board and Matt know about it. Unfortunately, again, this is a super part-time position. Two of us are trying to just get done 5 hours every week to month. And I hope this system does work. I'd also like to bring up that we're coming into the 2026 season, that it's not our job for the boards to do their meeting minutes. If they have a problem with that, they can come see me, they can come see the board, Matt. Hopefully they understand this, because it's been a problem in the past. And again, I want to reiterate, it's not our job for them to do their job.
Meaning your job
Meaning my job.
is not your job
Is
to
not.
do their minutes.
Correct.
Correct.
Correct, and that's been established, and previous boards have said that. I know it's gonna make some people mad, but the other thing too is we are trying our best to maintain sound. It is an old system. It's not old. Everything in there is relatively new. It's all new from 2021. It's just we try to do things on a budget. Unfortunately, with the budget that was presented in 2021, this was the comparable system that we had. It was plug and play. Everything happens. We had to go from analog TV over cable air to streaming. Things happen. And again, I'd also like to say that we're doing our best. Again, we're super part-time. So you have anyone?
I understand, Ben.
Oh, I'm not.
I've been out there, you've tried to teach me.
Yeah, I'm
And
not,
it's a mess.
you know.
Deal with it, it's a mess.
You know, and again, it's frustrating. I'm frustrated. You know, there's now 2.5 operators, and trying to get that many people up to speed who don't do it full time. And honestly, we're not underpaid for what we do, but full-time operators do make upwards around $35 to almost $150 an hour. So the fact that we're doing this for $18.50, $18.75, while also trying to maintain a full-time job, you know, hearing comments and stuff like this gets frustrating. And I'd like to propose that if anyone has a problem that works on one of the boards, to either see me directly. I'm here most Thursdays. I get here between 5:30 and 6, and I'll tell you right to you. We can have a discussion about it. The board's always open. Hopefully Matt's always open to these issues. Stop sniting the operators. Stop complaining to the operators. We're doing our best. The system we use to broadcast is relatively free. We're using a studio that's 10 miles away. They're doing their best. And we're also operating on 2 streaming services at the same time. It's hard to monitor both at the same time. So one goes down, you get pissed off, that's on you. I mean, that's I'm sorry for the language, but.
Is the operator gonna beep that out?
Huh?
Just trying to.
Oh.
Ben, hey, listen, I thank you, and I thank Danielle very much.
Yeah.
You've given me,
Sometimes
you've
Owen.
taught me how to use that system, and I don't know. So it's hard, and what you guys do, I
So,
understand.
yeah, I know I did say I was gonna propose something as comparable to either sound and or price that I think would be more bang for the buck. Fortunately, like I said, full-time job, life gets in the way, things don't happen.
But the
Things
ones
happen.
that were looked at were.
Yeah, and I stand behind Danielle with the double the price.
Yeah.
Because I saw double the price. We could get away with it doing cheaper with installing it ourselves, but the problem is there's another whole side of it that.
No warranty.
No warranty. There's a software side of it that's gonna take up to a week to learn, and then I have, someone else has to learn. It's gonna take a week, and depending on what system you go with.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate
Thank you.
your input.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you for all you do.
Thanks, Oz.
Yeah. Now everybody knows when we say thank you, Ben.
That's who Ben
We're
is.
talking to.
The name
The
for the
man
face.
behind the, man behind the curtain.
Notifications?
Yes, so if we have nothing else, notifications, sir.
She should do it. I did them all last week. Just kidding.
They're tired of hearing my
Fumbled last week,
voice.
I believe.
I was tired. The town needs someone to serve on the Saco River Joint Cable Committee. This position is appointed by the Select Board. This committee, made up of representatives from surrounding towns, is responsible for negotiating a new cable franchise contract that will begin in January 2029. The last contract was negotiated in 2013. Select Board office hours are Thursday from 2 to 8. The on-air meeting time is Thursday at 7. Transfer station hours are Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and Wednesday 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. A transfer station sticker must be attached to your vehicle windshield for the disposal of all items. Transfer station stickers are available at the town office for $20. No sticker is required to use the swap shop. The transfer station does not accept brush, yard clippings, or hazardous waste. Riverside Recycling in Portland takes hazardous waste. A friendly reminder to all residents that building waste, furniture, and mattresses should not be left at the curbside. We have a transfer station for those items. General assistance applications are available at the town office during normal business hours. Applications must be filled out and accompanied with supporting documentation and must be signed and returned to the GA administrator or town clerk. The planning board meets at the municipal complex the first and third Monday evenings of the month at 7 p.m.
Well, that leaves it. I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I second your motions.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? We're adjourned at 8:28 PM. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you,
Ben.
everyone.